Well, Christmas may be over. Doesn't mean I can't talk about Christmas stuff. Still got the tree, got my new stocking, and one thing I just want to say. Does anybody think the McCallister's, besides Kevin, does anybody want to think that the McCallister's, like all the rest of them, y'all kind of assholes. Now, I'm not saying the actors. No, the actors, no, I have more respect for. Now, Home Alone 1 and 2, give it some credit. These are the Home Alone movies I'm going to stick with. 3 through Home Sweet Home Alone can kiss my black ass. I'm dead freaking serious. But I always wanted to ask this question. Are the McCallister's just a bunch of assholes? Like I said, no disrespect to the actors, no disrespect to John Hurd at all. No disrespect to any of the actors, but God, you guys are assholes to this one kid. Now, I know I'm a little late to talking about Christmas stuff, but that's not going to stop me from talking about this one thing. When we were introduced in Home Alone 1, McCallister's, well, I mean, they're your typical dysfunctional family. I mean, we got one kid who's the bully, we got one kid who wets the bed, we got one kid who's, well, most of the other kids don't have much of a personality. We got that one kid who's played by the same guy who was Pete in Pete and Pete, The Adventures of Pete and Pete. And what else? I mean, that's kind of what I can think of for the moment. We got some of the other McCallister's, which all I can just tell you, some of them are kind of, well, I mean, I don't know. But I will go on to one thing when it comes to Kevin. They just like to treat Kevin like shit. They just enjoy treating Kevin like shit. Now, why? I mean, I don't know. But now let's talk about the real thing. You guys are going on a trip to Paris. Not a bad idea, but all I can just tell you is, you know, if this is your first trip to Paris, what makes you think this kid knows how to pack a suitcase? He's never done it before. I mean, at least most of you older siblings, like, you could at least try to help him to, you know, pack a suitcase. But you give him shit saying, oh, you're completely helpless. You can't even pack a suitcase without packing, not even know what to pack. Like, he's 8 years old. What 8-year-old knows how to pack a suitcase? Now, yes, in the sequel, he does learn how to pack a suitcase, but yeah, you know, but either way, you do this thing where you even have the other sister who's played by, this girl who, for some strange reason, was replaced in the sequel. She calls him what the French call laissez compétent. Yeah. I had to watch the movie several times to learn how to say that. But either way, you calling him incompetent. That's what laissez compétent means. You're incompetent. Like, well, what you expect? He's 8. Like, what'd you expect? But either way, I just wanted to mention the one person who I know loves shitting on Kevin McCallister the most. They did bring him back for Home Sweet Home Alone. So, let me just go on and say, Buzz, you are a goddamn little bastard. Now, yeah, Buzz technically is taller than I am in real life. But either way, you are a goddamn little bastard.
I wouldn't let you sleep in my room if you were growing on my ass.
Yeah, if you watch the deleted scene in Home Alone 1, one of the scenes that includes Buzz, yeah, he's a lot more harsher. A lot more harsher. And of course, when it comes to, I guess, might as well mention him, Uncle Frank. Oh, Uncle Frank. You really are an asshole. You really are the biggest cheapskate of all time. And you know what? I do enjoy that part in Home Alone 2 where Kevin puts Uncle Frank in his place. You better not wreck my trip, you little sourpuss. Your dad's paying good money. Oh, we don't want to ruin your finest, cheapskate. But yeah, Frank, when it comes to the frickin' sort of dinner scene, the part, that famous part in Home Alone 1, well, look what you did, you little jerk! And like, everybody looks at him like, I'm like, I don't know, yeah, if that was my sisters hearing me say that to one of their kids, I can easily tell you this. I would have just gotten a simple, yeah. And yeah, let's say they send him to his room without any dinner. Yeah. But yes. This is the part where I say, really? You people actually did this without realizing that he wasn't with you? So you try to tell me, all you woke up late for your rides to the airport. You woke up late. You all are screaming back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, saying, like, all y'all are screaming back and forth, going left and right in the whole entire house. And you're trying to tell me that you didn't think about one particular person. Now, I know there's this one scene in Home Alone 1 where Peter McAllister, Kevin's dad, which I'm going to be honest with you, his look at the dinner scene where everybody's ganging up on Kevin, he's kind of looking at Kevin like, geez, Kevin, it's just a stupid cheese pizza. What the hell are you getting so butthurt about it? But anyways, there's that one scene where Peter has Kevin's ticket, doesn't realize he threw it in the trash, and yeah, I know you're probably saying, well, maybe that's the reason why Kevin was left home alone. But all you were telling me you guys couldn't realize you didn't have Kevin, the one person that you all kind of despise, is realizing, oh wait, oh my God, Kevin's not even with us. Oh my God, how we forgot about him? Like, yes, you didn't notice that there was some reason why the trip has been less annoying. You didn't realize the one person that's not with y'all is not with y'all. I mean, I know Macaulay Culkin's was a little kid, but you can't realize the sort of blonde-headed little kid that's, you know, is a pain in the neck is not with y'all. I mean, none of y'all even think about that. And yes, moment when they're literally almost there to Paris, Kate McCallister has that awful feeling like, what the heck are we forgetting? So you realize you forgot about Kevin? You really forgot about Kevin. I know most of you are probably saying, you know what, today this would not happen. Why? Because we have iPhones. Well, I mean, what actual 8-year-old actually did have a cell phone? Really? What actual 8-year-old had a cell phone? But yeah, of course, they realized they forgot about Kevin. And of course, I gotta be honest with you, I'm still gonna be on Buzz right now. Buzz, who pretty much, that one scene with her and Megan, who's like, pointless. And Buzz is like, what makes you say that? We're here, Mom's at the airport, Kevin's home alone. And all Buzz can say is, oh, boo-hoo, who gives a crap about Kevin? No one cares. And Megan's like, you don't think he's actually freaked out by now? That no one's not with him at home? And all Buzz can say is, the three things that he, those 3 things that he mentioned. But yeah, all I can tell you, and yeah. And don't get me started with Home Alone 2. Don't even get me started with Home Alone 2. Home Alone 2. Now, I can stand that you couldn't do the same thing, like leaving him home alone again. But yeah, we have the one scene where Buzz, once again. Well, actually, no, not just Buzz. Where Kevin, once again, something bad happens. He's to blame. I'm like, really? Really? You guys are once again, the thing that Buzz does where he's like messing around with Kevin. Like, that's supposed to be funny? How is that supposed to be funny? Is it funny because, oh, I'm messing around with Kevin, I'm messing around with him, he doesn't even realize it? Like, have all the adults turned into little 10-year-old kids? Like, oh, I'm doing random shit. And of course, Buzz, as certain nostalgic birdies would say, he's evolved. He's become more of a smarter person in this one. He manipulates everybody in the whole entire family, thinking that he's the cause of all of it. He regrets all of it, and in real nature, beat that, you little trout sniffer. Oh, yeah. So pretty much it was all bullshit. Bullshit. And of course, and once again, they didn't realize no. Home Alone 2, give it some credit. I don't think it really was their fault. I really will say it's kind of Kevin's fault. Technically, he went to the wrong terminal. And technically, he followed some guy who he thought was his father. And, of course, well, I could say it's the family's fault for not taking him to an airport for him to know where to go. And really, I don't know what else I can really say. But all I can just tell you is, I think the McCallisters are assholes. I just think the McCallisters are a bunch of a-holes. A bunch of goddamn assholes, and you know what, I got nothing else to really say, but yeah. Y'all are a bunch of assholes. Now, of course, I can't get mad at them in part 2, because technically it's not really their fault. It's kind of Kevin's fault. And I guess the whole thing would be avoided in Home Alone 2, when he goes to the lady saying, "Excuse me, this is an emergency." "Yes, sir." "What city is that over there?" "That's New York, sir." Oh my god, I did it again. Now, of course, the real thing I think could have happened is he could have, told the lady that I got on the wrong plane. Is there a way I can go to a terminal that takes me to where I'm supposed to go to? And I guess in certain terms, that would be how it should have ended. Kevin could have just totally gone on the wrong plane. Could have gone to his could have had a more crappier family vacation in the rainy tropical of Miami. And yeah. But either way, I guess in some terms this film does have a reason why the McAllisters are kind of a-holes. If you know the reason, you know the reason. And to be honest, going back on Home Alone 1, after all that time of him being home alone, everybody comes back home, Buzz says, "Hey Kev, it's cool you didn't burn the place down." Home alone for the last 5 days. And that's what you say? I'm just glad you didn't burn the house down. Like, really? Really? That's all you can say to your little brother who's probably not scarred for life? But oh well. After all that time being home alone, he gets to be alone again. After they get back, and Peter's like, "Honey, what's this?" So I guess in some terms, I don't hate the actors. The actors do a good job playing their characters. And some of them, I'm going to be honest with you, some of them who had a line in Home Alone 1, had a few lines in Home Alone 1, some of them don't get that much line of dialogue in Home Alone 2. I've kind of noticed. But either way, it's McCallister's. The story that we have these are the people we're supposed to... Are we supposed to hate the McCallisters? Or are we supposed to feel that the McCallisters are just a simple, dysfunctional family? But I actually do enjoy that one scene after Kevin looks at old man Marley. Then in comes Buzz.
Kevin! What did you do to my room?
That's actually the most rewarding part in the end of Home Alone. But either way, Home Alone, it's Home Alone. Now, would it work today? No. Will they make another Home Alone movie? Please just stop. Please just stop. Just please stop. Just stop it with the Home Alone sequels. 1 and 2 are the ones that people are going to stick with. 3 through Home Sweet Home Alone. Just stop. You're not going to get Macaulay Culkin ever again. It could be a possibility that you could do a Home Alone movie with Macaulay Culkin or Macaulay Culkin's kid. But all I just want to say is just stop. Just stop. Just stop it. Just stop with the Home Alone sequels. That's all I can basically say. Join me in the next video. Vertical Spy, outro.
Yo, Steve Bloom here, voice of Spike Spiegel. Remember to subscribe and get vertical.